probably already know that social media is not great for you. You have read the articles, you have seen the statistics, you have had the feeling, sitting in a scrolling session that has somehow consumed 45 minutes you had no intention of spending, that something is not quite right. But the conversation about social media usually focuses on mental health, anxiety, comparison, depression. Those costs are real and well documented. What gets talked about less is everything else you are paying, the costs that don't show up in your mood but show up in your life. The first hidden cost is fragmented time. Research on attention recovery shows that after a significant distraction, it takes an average of 23 minutes for the brain to fully return to deep, focused work. Every time you check your phone mid-task, even briefly, you're not just losing those seconds. You are losing the 23 minutes of cognitive recovery that follows. If you check your phone 5 times during a 2-hour work session, you have not had a 2-hour work session. You have had a series of interrupted fragments separated by attention recovery periods that your brain is running even when you think you are back on task. The work that took 2 hours could have taken 45 minutes. The second hidden cost is your baseline emotional state. Social media's algorithm is optimized for engagement. Engagement is driven by strong emotion. Strong emotion is most reliably produced by content that provokes outrage, envy, anxiety, or desire. The more you consume, the more your emotional baseline is calibrated by a feed specifically engineered to keep you in a state of mild activation, not calm, not content, not focused, perpetually slightly agitated and hungry for the next thing. You get off the platform feeling worse than when you got on. Research consistently shows that people dramatically underestimate this effect because the momentary relief of checking provides a small reward that masks the larger cumulative cost. The third hidden cost is identity drift. The platform does not just affect how you feel, it gradually shapes what you want, what you value, and how you see yourself. Constant exposure to curated aspirational content, bodies, lifestyles, relationships, careers, creates a moving reference point against which your actual life is continuously measured and found lacking. The standard keeps moving. You keep adjusting. After years of this, it becomes genuinely difficult to identify what you actually want from what you have been conditioned to want. The fourth hidden cost is opportunity cost. This is the one that compounds most severely. Every hour spent consuming other people's lives is an hour not spent building your own. The person you are comparing yourself to on Instagram spent that same hour creating the content you are watching. They are building a platform. You are contributing your attention to their platform's growth while your own work, skills, and projects sit waiting. The average person spends over 2 hours per day on social media. That is 14 hours per week, over 700 hours per year. Consider honestly what you could build, learn, or create in 700 hours. The goal is not to quit entirely. Very few people are positioned to or need to. The goal is deliberate engagement. Use it on your terms for a defined purpose with a defined time limit. Set a daily cap through your phone's screen time settings and hold to it. Unfollow accounts that consistently produce negative emotion. Follow accounts that produce ideas you actually use. Treat it as a tool rather than an environment you live inside. Your attention is the most valuable non-renewable resource you have. Every major platform in the world has been designed by some of the most capable engineers alive specifically to capture as much of it as possible. That is not a conspiracy, it is a business model, and the fact that it feels effortless to spend hours there is not an accident. It is the product working exactly as intended. Protect your attention like it's worth something, because it is worth everything. Subscribe for more content that helps you think more clearly and live more deliberately.